Hey, what's up, guys? This is MJ100K and Dane, and you are watching the Check Engine Life podcast. T- We are going to talk about a couple different stories. Then we're going to do some used car shopping for a vehicle under $20,000. So let's go ahead and go. Dane, look at this. We got some spy shots for the 2027 Silverado from GM Authority. Link will be in the description. But this one is going to be for the standard bed. And looks like this is a crew cab. Dane, are you seeing these pictures? Are you excited?
I'm seeing the pictures. I don't know if I'm excited.
You're not excited?
Well, I don't know. It's so hard to tell what's going on, right? And this is what you can tell. This thing looks, the bodies are so big in these new trucks. They're so
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah, they're pretty big. They're pretty big. Is this bigger than your 2500 Silverado?
Mine's a 2017. So these newer body style trucks are even wider and taller and longer. Like everything's bottom's bigger. They're crazy.
Wow, look at that. So they're saying let's see, they can tell because they can look at the flap in the camouflage, which provides access to the gas door on these prototypes.
hmm
They're saying the short bed models have almost no space between this flap and the rear wheel well,
Yep.
whereas the standard bed truck can accommodate another flap after the one that's there now. So,
Yep.
all right, here we go. This is the picture.
Yeah, so there's basically more metal right between the cab and the wheel arch. Pretty standard between what they're calling. See, the standard bed's about 6.5 feet.
Yeah.
What they're calling, and that's typically known as a short. Used to be known as a short bed. Now they're calling the short bed's the really small one that's like 5 foot, 5.5
Yeah.
feet.
Those
Where
are
a
real
long
small.
right, where a long bed's 8. So, anyways, the regular bed, 6.5 foot is. They're saying that's a little. That's what it looks like versus the shorter bed you typically see on the quad cab trucks, but not always. There was always still the 6 foot bed option on quad cab pickups. So it's just a
All
different
right.
trim that they're got out in the road testing.
Now, Dane, this would be my ideal truck because I like having the area in the back for the crew cab for people
hmm
inside. I noticed when I sat in the back of my friend Tom's Silverado, and he had a regular cab,
He had the half. He had the
or he had
half
the
cab, the
extended
extended.
cab.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really cramped back there, but
it's not good. Yeah, no.
and I'm not that big, so if I was cramped, then most people will be cramped.
Yeah, I'm a truck guy. I'm a regular cab or a full quad cab, nothing in
Yeah,
between.
yeah, I can hear that. So I like this one because it has the quad cab and the regular size bed. That's like the 6.5 foot bed.
Yep.
So this one, when I used to have my truck, I would be concerned if I could fit drywall sheets back there, which are
hmm
4x8. And when I had a Silverado, it had this size bed, and if you push the tailgate down,
Yep.
or then you can lay it flat,
Yep.
and they're not generally going to be going anywhere. So.
No,
So there we go. Look at the interior, Dane. I'm telling you, they're gonna. It
that's
looks
a
like they're
big
gonna have
screen.
2 screens,
My
just
goodness.
like the Colorado.
That's just so crazy. No thanks.
You don't like the screens?
It's too much. I just want gauges and then like a little something for my playing, like my Apple CarPlay, and that's it.
Yeah, those days are over, Dane. We have to have
No, I
screens
think I
everywhere.
think they're coming. I think we're gonna go back to simple gauges, Apple CarPlay, and we're done.
No.
No more stuff. I don't need massagers on my backside and all that other kind of nonsense.
Yeah, I've never even sat in a seat with massagers in it.
Oh, really? It's actually pretty nice.
Oh, see, now you're talking about. Now you want it.
So, friend of mine, I've talked about this guy a while. I don't just never mention him by name, but we went racing last year, drag racing. I basically built his truck and so did a
Yeah.
lot of the work when we were racing. But anyways, he's got a brand new Denali pickup, and so on the way back, he was telling me how to work all the buttons on the side to make the massager work, and I was playing with it. I was like, oh, okay. So the seats are
Yeah.
don't only have the massagers, they're also heated and cooled seats.
Oh.
Pretty nice, especially
Oh.
after a long weekend at the track and you're running home, need to relax. It was pretty cool.
Nice. All right. Well,
Yeah.
Dane might want the massagers. We'll see if it is not too expensive. Let's look in the comments. see what the people have to say. This guy says, finally, a half-ton worth having. Now put the 6.6 gas motor in it. Next best thing to a 3/4 ton truck. Yeah, 37
No,
upvotes.
that is a 3/4 ton truck. What you're describing is a 3/4 ton truck.
Yeah. So you think they're going to make the 3/4 ton truck bigger too?
Well, the bodies are typically the same between or similar between the half ton and the 3/4 ton. So I don't think they're going to do anything much different than they're already doing. But
All right.
what this guy's asking for has never been a thing.
All right. Well, this guy says GM has already said the 6.6 is going into the half tons. The
What?
6.2 is no longer.
That seems crazy. I haven't seen this. I mean, it's pretty cool if they do it, but man, that motor makes a lot of power.
That's what people want, man. That's what people want. They want the power.
That's true. I like power. I mean, I'm down for this. I just didn't think it was actually going to happen.
Yeah. This guy says, wonder if the 6.6 liter is getting hybrid boosted. Oh, people are mixed. 9 upvotes, 9 downvotes.
Not sure what that means about hybrid boosted.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, boosted might not be the right word.
Did he mean to put or hybrid or boosted?
I think I don't know. I think maybe he just used the wrong word. I think if it gets the hybrid, that will add some torque.
Yeah,
actually. So that's what truck guys like, right, Dane? You like more torque?
I like torque.
There you go. So if you get the hybrid, it's not about going green. It's about getting mean.
I like that boosted though. That boosted will add torque.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want a turbo. I want a hybrid.
What if they put a supercharger on it?
Well, I don't need that much power, Dane. That's for you and your maniac friends with 1,000 horsepower trucks.
Yeah, they're fun.
All right, the last comment. This guy says, please, no more cylinder deactivation, please. Prayer hand emojis. 57 upvotes to 1 downvote. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
People hate the cylinder deactivation. The truth is in the comments when they say it.
The person with the thumb down and drives a Prius.
He drives a Prius. This guy says, one of the reasons I bought a Chevy HD instead of a Ram, no DFM or AFM. Maybe he got an older one.
That was on earlier ones, yeah.
All right. All right, well, that's what we have, people. The Chevy Silverado is coming to your town with the new generation very soon. You think it'll be out this summer, Dane?
The 27? No, it'll be out probably
well, this summer is 2026. The new models usually come out in August.
I guess, yeah, when you say this summer, I guess that's actually a year away. So, yeah, I would think July, August, you'll probably see it.
No, this summer is 7 months away. This is November. We're almost in December.
November. Oh, yeah, it's like 9 months then. So, like July, August is when you'll see it.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the new engines. Hopefully, no DFM or at least a way to permanently disable it. Dane, let's look at this. Go. Were you going to say something?
No, I was like, or they have like a little delete button. You can just turn it off permanently.
Yeah, turn it off and never come back again.
Exactly.
All right, Dane, I want to show you this before we go to the next story. This is by Supercar Blondie. And look at this, Dane. We are in the future.
What is
look
this?
Look at this. This is a $250,000 Zapata air scooter. It's the lightest single person mobility vehicle. What? You don't need a pilot's license to fly it. Look at this, Dane. You remember the Jetsons, the show, right?
Oh yeah,
the cartoon. This is like the Jetsons almost.
Oh man, is it like a drone basically?
It looked like it's just got a bunch of drones attached to where the.
Whoa!
Look at that.
That's wild, man.
If you press this in an emergency, this will take you air scooter home, where you fill it up with gas. Oh, it's hybrid powered, so it's gas in there. That's smart.
Wow.
4 engines, up to 62 miles an hour. Dane, would you drive? Dang. Would you get in this?
I don't know what I would do with it, but yeah, I mean, this thing's cool.
You would try that?
I would try it, but I don't know what I would use it for. Because whenever I go places, I need to take things with me. I don't know what you could. You probably can't haul anything in this, right?
Dane, I know what you could do with this.
What's that?
Deer hunting season. come up on them with the drone.
They're
You
never
would
gonna
get
see
all
it.
the deers.
Gonna give them an aerial attack. They'll never see it coming.
Isn't that how you hunt for wolves? Like, don't they do that in Alaska? They get into an airplane and they shoot wolves.
Not that I'm aware of. I think that would be illegal.
No, I heard that's what Sarah Palin was doing, and then everybody was criticizing her for
Really?
that.
I've not heard that. I know that there's like farms in Texas where they'll take helicopters and shoot all the hogs because there's so many of them.
Yeah,
But I don't know about wolves. Wolves doesn't sound right.
I don't know, or they called it aerial wolf hunting. All right,
Huh.
let's see. Let's see the comments. This guy says, "So easy to fly that she didn't fly it." Everybody's so snarky.
Oh wow, there's some mildly sexist comments in here. Great.
This guy says, "Oh, you woke up and chose violence today, I see." And
Oh
this
my
person
goodness.
says, "I bet she can outdrive you." All right, well, that looks really cool. I don't know.
Mhm.
That looks really cool. Let's go to the next story. Dane, I know you like Porsches,
Oh yeah.
and I want to show you this story. I know you can fix your own car, including Porsches, but what if you couldn't fix them and somebody gave you a bill for thousands and thousands of dollars? All right, I'm waiting for the thing to come up.
How many?
Where is
Yeah,
it?
how many thousands we talking here? Because I know there's gotta be. Oh my God, 37,000.
$37,000.
All right. Well,
Do you think?
let's find out what happened here. Obviously, with any part that comes from Germany, there's going to be, the Porsche tax, the BMW tax, the Audi tax, whatever there is on it.
Yeah.
Let's dive into this. What we got going on in MJ?
All right. So I'm going to show you. We're going to look at this story from Car Scoops. Link will be in the description. But I found a link. There's actually a Reddit post that actually includes more information. So we're going to zip over to that. But let's show you real quick. The owner's repair estimate dropped significantly after a second dealer inspection. So he went to one dealer and then he had to go to another one. One dealer demanded payment before releasing the SUV after maintenance. Since one re-inspected, they're saying they fixed something at one dealership, and then a year later, the same problem came back. So that got the bill to go down a little bit. But let's go. I'm going to bring up the Reddit article because the Reddit post, not article, that one was a little bit more informative. So here we are at Reddit. So this guy, the guy that bought this vehicle, this is a 2019 Cayenne Porsche. The dealer quoted him $37,000 for failed turbos and a leaking water pump. So what he was saying, he went to one dealership a year ago, and then he moved. So the first one replaced his water pump, and then they're saying it failed again. So he's like, "Well, I just bought this water pump." So
Right.
they got that one covered. But let's see the story. Let's see. They're saying he says there's no definitive proof the turbos are bad aside from a P0299 turbo underboost code. They never told us about the warranty. They're talking about for the water pump. And then they're saying the dealership tried to push a trade-in on my wife. And then Porsche customer service in North America initially declined the goodwill. Now the case is under review. I filed complaints with the bar, the attorney general, and NHTSA. Oh, goodness. All right. So this guy is, I looked at the thing. He's a doctor, it looks
Of
like.
course.
So he bought this used, and it was under the factory pre-owned warranty, but then that warranty expired and he kept driving it. So let's have some teachable moments here. Number one, well, the first teachable moment is don't buy a Porsche Cayenne unless it's brand new and you got the full warranty. But yeah, I guess he learned that lesson. He was saying he's thinking about other brands for the next vehicle. But anyway, so he learned that lesson. Lesson number two, and this is my suggestion. If you get a used German luxury car, especially an extremely expensive one, and this one was like $90,000, when your certified pre-owned warranty runs out, it is time for you to run out as well. Get rid of that thing before it bites you. Dane, do you agree or disagree?
Yeah, don't own any German car without a warranty.
Yeah.
Unless
you can
you're
fix it like Dane.
mechanically inclined. But even then, parts for these cars are not cheap. Like you could look at a comparable size turbo that is a generic turbo, not a vehicle specific like this is going to be, and it's going to be a small fraction of the cost of the one used on the Porsche.
Mhm.
So I don't
Very
know
true.
a bunch about this actual turbo and engine, but there's a possibility you could get a bearing housing and turbine wheel assembly from something else that, and then just put those compressor and turbine housings back on that bearing housing center, and you could be away and working again for a lot cheaper. There's usually a lot of workarounds on stuff
Yeah.
like this, but you have to be savvy, you have to be very knowledgeable, and you, my friend, Dr. Friend, are none of that, obviously. So this, I would get out of this.
Yeah. Now, let's see. I didn't want to be too mean to the doctor because maybe he'll be doing surgery on me one day.
Yeah.
So, in all niceness, Mr. Doctor, you are amazing and smart at fixing people. But when you need expertise, you need to come to the gearheads like myself and Dane, and especially people who are familiar, even more familiar with Porsches than we are. And we are just trying to give you a little bit of advice. The first piece of advice is don't buy a used Porsche Cayenne.
Yeah.
Second piece already is once that certified pre-owned warranty runs out, get rid of the thing.
Yeah.
And by the way, if as far as trading it in, he was upset that somebody asked him to trade it in. If you were able to pay off what you owe on that thing, I would have took the money and trade. I would have took the offer and traded it in just for an even swap, just to get away from that thing. Because your problems, you think once you get rid of this problem, it's going to be over. It's just beginning.
Yeah.
You're going to have more problems.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Anytime I see these stories come up where the owner of the vehicle is complaining about how terrible the dealership is, and there's this huge bill, I always feel like there's a lot more to the story than we're being told. We're only being told the details that makes the dealership look bad.
Yeah.
Porsche specifically has got the best reputation in the automotive industry, period. So
for what? Reputation for what?
For engineering excellence, performance, for steering, handling, build quality. Like they're just like the top.
I don't know about that.
Well, most critics are going to say Porsche's number one.
Build quality is over Lexus?
Yeah, a lot of guys will
No
say
way.
that. Oh yeah.
All right,
Porsche build quality is very good.
I don't know about that, but that's I
You
don't
might
know.
be a
That's
little.
we have to disagree on
You might
that
also
one.
be a little biased because you worked for Toyota. But
Yeah.
anyways, let's
All
take
right,
that for
well,
what it's worth.
We'll disagree on that, but
then
yeah,
the next
you
point
make
I
a
was
good
going to
point.
have is like, understand that, yeah, this car was like $100,000 car new or really close to it. And now you own it, it's so 7-8 years later, it's in that, I'm sure you bought it, recently at a very depreciated value. Maybe you only paid $50,000 for this car. Well, guess what? You still have to pay $90,000 vehicle prices on parts. That doesn't go away. I see this
Parts
from
are
time to
still
time,
expensive.
right? Think about, 10, 15-year-old Mercedes that were, $120,000 new, and guys saying, "Man, I'm getting a bargain. Bought this car for $35,000. 10 years ago, it was 120." Well, the first time it needs brakes and you've got carbon ceramics on there and it costs you $6,000 to do a brake job, don't complain, Like
Yeah.
that's how it is with these cars. That's what it's
how it
like
is.
owning a expensive luxury car, even if you bought it at a cheaper price.
Exactly. Let's see some of these comments. Let's see. This guy, they're thinking in the comments that maybe the water pump was leaking, and then maybe it leaked into some vacuum lines and made it look like the turbo was bad. So
get out of here with that.
This guy says, as a Porsche tech, I agree. I have never seen or come across a water pump failure and turbos failing at the same time. Seems to me like that dealer doesn't have knowledgeable techs working on it and are just firing parts at it. Coolant most likely got into the vacuum valve solenoids, thus causing vacuum to not be routed properly to the turbos also, which would explain the underboost code. Interesting. And then it looks like this is the doctor. And he says, that's what I suspected. I am a surgeon by training. My wife and I know nothing about Porsche, but the $37,000 bill kept me up at night learning the mechanics of the engine. And from my
Mhm.
very limited knowledge, the underboost code can be from various things, but rarely from bilateral turbo failures in a less than 80,000 mile Porsche. Yeah. He says, I could tell you're a surgeon since you said bilateral turbos. All right. So then he says, both turbos failing at the same time is highly unlikely. I'd be willing to bet they are fine. All right. So skip to the end. It looks at the end, he ended up just replacing one turbo.
Hmm.
So it looks like the logic of both turbos failing at the same time was accurate. Dane, have you seen two turbos fail at the exact same time? Doesn't that sound a little odd?
Not unless there's an engine failure before that ruins the turbos on the way out.
No.
Say you have you shatter a piston and it goes out the exhaust, and you have a twin turbo set up, then maybe. But like, yeah, no, you're not going to have an issue unless you have an oiling problem, right? So all of a sudden you have like low oil pressure and you're in the bearings inside of both turbos. It's pretty rare. Turbos are very durable. They don't really need much of anything.
Yeah.
They just need heat from the exhaust to spin, and that's it. As long as
Well,
you
you
keep
need
any foreign
coolant
objects
and
out of the exhaust stream, you're not really going to hurt them.
yeah. Well, you still got to make sure that your coolant is flushed at the right time because coolant cools them down, and
If
sometimes they
they're
have
cooled,
oil cooling them.
yeah.
I would imagine they got the turbos are cooled in this.
And these cars, maybe, yeah, probably. It's hard to say, but either way, it's just a pass through. It's not
Yeah.
like there's like any complex anything going on, and it's just a piece of cast with a jacket in it, inlet hole and an outlet hole, and that's it. Like there's not a whole lot going on inside of a turbo. They're super
Mm,
simple. These are have got to be variable geometry, which
yeah.
just means the turbo vanes that are spinning in the exhaust compressor housing has a wheel on the outside that'll
Mhm.
move in and out. That'll direct air at it in a different way, and that's to help it spool faster at low speeds, and then keep the turbo speed up as it engine raises in RPM.
Yeah.
But again, that stuff's all very robust. Turbos are very simple.
All right. All right. Last two comments. This guy says, sounds like an inexperienced technician and service writer. Dealer number two may not have known about the repairs that dealer number one performed. If there is coolant leaking into the vacuum lines, that may be the cause of your underboost faults. Don't replace the turbos until they've been inspected by a second and hopefully competent Porsche mechanic. Oh. And then the doctor replied, thanks. Ironically, my wife and I were window shopping at Hyundai and Toyota because we thought we were stuck with a lemon. If that independent mechanic hadn't told us to ask about parts warranty, we would have probably traded it in at a loss. Oh, okay, so he would have lost money if he traded it in.
Of course.
All right. And my suspicion is that the turbos are fine because car was otherwise okay, no smoke, noise, or strange smell, and it had been maintained strictly with Porsche. Okay, so it had been maintained. So yeah, maybe it was unlikely that both turbos went out at the same time. Let's see. I know I saw somebody doing a repair on one of these Cayennes, and the engine bay is extremely crammed up.
Oh
So
yeah.
it is very you have to do a lot of work to get things out, replace that.
Mhm.
All right. So yeah, looks like that's what happens. $9,000 for a water pump is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Huh?
but again, a lot of these are going to be commenting are people that don't understand, Porsches and cars of this caliber too. Like just like you said, there's a lot of stuff in those engine bays. It's not like replacing the water pump on, your old Chevy truck where you can do it in 20 minutes. A lot
Yeah,
of stuff has to come apart. Sometimes on these cars, you need to drop the chassis down. So it's not something that's going to happen fast.
yeah.
And what's, Porsche shop rate, $250, $350 an hour for technicians. So you got to factor that in too.
Hmm.
But this is owning, this is luxury car problems.
Yeah, luxury. This is luxury car. This is not something that Dane and I work with very often. Let's see.
I'll work
This
on your old
guy's
Porsche Cayenne. You bring it over. I'm a lot
Dane.
cheaper.
Dane, you can fix it.
MJ, what can't I fix?
I don't know. You tell me.
Me neither, but I'm ready to find out.
Oh boy, you're gonna find out. All right, well, that's what we have, people. Be very careful when buying used luxury cars. When they are out of warranty, it's time to head for the hills, as far as I am concerned. But let's go to the next story. And this is not a story. We're going to do some used car shopping.
Mhm.
And this is going to be a luxury car, but it's going to be one that you can actually afford. Let me break this up. I got a whole bunch of nerd research for everybody.
Mhm.
What are you guys thinking in the chat? Would you get a used Porsche for $80,000 and then let the warranty run out and still drive it? Please tell me you won't, because that's insane.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do some used car shopping for a Cadillac Escalade for under $20,000. I'm going to show you an example of a good one, and then I'm going to show you how to make sure that the recalls have all been done. And then I'm going to show you how to find a mechanic to check it out for you before you buy it, because not everything that looks good on the outside is good on the inside. Dane, do you agree with that?
100%.
That's right. But let's see. If we want to get an Escalade, we got to get a little bit fancy sometimes. The Escalade is a pretty good vehicle. I like it. And for under 20,000, this is one that I found. This is all right. This one, I'm just window shopping. I'm not promoting this place. So don't go over there and buy it just because I said so. Have to get it checked out first. But this is $18,500. This is the premium, 130,000 miles. I think you can get some more miles. I think you can get another 40 or 50 on here and then go ahead and sell it before it breaks. I'm a big proponent of that. Look at this, Dane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
This
they do
is
look good.
nice.
Yeah, it looks nice.
2015, so about 10 years old, but it doesn't look old.
No, they look nice.
It looks still, the looks have held up.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
see, this one is, look at that with the wood grain.
What transmission? The 6-speed or the 8-speed?
I think this is the 6-speed.
That's good.
This is the 6. Oh, look at the back. Oh, this is fancy time.
Those seats are nice.
Man, this is less than what I paid for my Camry.
I know. You could have got one of these instead.
I could have got this instead. Maybe I should have got this one.
Dang, that's what you need, MJ, right here.
I know. I need to be more cool.
I agree.
This is one thing I noticed. It looked like this center console in all these, like the leather is like.
Oh, yeah. What's going on there?
Like that, did it?
No, it shouldn't. No, it shouldn't be like that. It should be smooth.
As I've looked at a few of these today, and they all had that. So I don't know. You might be able to get that fixed at like an upholstery shop or something.
Oh, certainly.
But that's not a big deal. That could be fixed. But damn, look at this. These seats look so nice.
Oh yeah, they look comfortable, man. Sign me up.
Man, you could put the back seats down.
Third row seats. Oh man,
I want this one. But yeah, this one I found. When you go on Car Gurus, you can change the search to one owner, and then one owner, no accidents. So I looked at the Carfax. Well, they have some other type of vehicle report. Let me see if I could bring that up. Well, let's see if I could bring that up, because you have to look at these things, people. Oh yeah, this one's got a Carfax. I saw another one, and it had a different type of car maintenance checker, and it revealed that vehicle was originally bought in Canada. And I do not recommend getting vehicles from other countries, because sometimes they do what's called title washing, and if it has, like, let's say they got in a huge accident in Canada, when they transfer the title over to the US, that may not show up. They might transfer the VIN and the miles, and that other stuff won't show up. So that's what they do a lot, to try to rip you off. Because I mean, look, it ain't like there's nobody in Canada that will buy this vehicle. Like, they got to send these vehicles over to the US. Somebody bought it in Canada when it was new. Let it stay in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, this one is not in Canada. And let's see, you got 24 service records. Odometer is good. Make sure to check this, because odometer fraud is everywhere. now, and it's easier than ever to change the odometer on a vehicle. You just have to plug something in there and change it, and people are doing it all over the place.
Hmm.
All right, so this one, all right, look at this. Oil change, it's got lots of oil changes.
That's good.
Lots of, oh, look at this. They got a coolant flush, automatic transmission,
Damn,
probably
they
a
took care
flush
of it.
tube, brake flush, differential flush,
That's
fuel
awesome.
system cleaned out, everything, everything flushed.
That's awesome.
I like that.
Yeah.
And then past emissions, AC system check, battery check. They're checking everything.
This thing
Looking
got
up
regular
more
service.
flushes.
This is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, brake fluid flushed, front shocks replaced. Yeah, so this person looks like they were really taking care of this car.
Definitely. Yeah.
There you got the charging system, brake flush, oxygen sensor replaced, radiator hose replaced, spark plug. So they all right. So they did the tune up
Yeah.
right at
Nice.
98,000.
Perfect.
Perfect. Thermostat replaced, alignment. No, they doing everything. This is the one you want. Look, I can't even. We're going to be here all day if I look at all this maintenance.
Damn,
Look
this
at
is
this.
awesome. Yeah.
They're still doing maintenance. So yeah, that is what you want right there, people. But like I said, you can't just go buy it right there. And I'm going to put a link in the description to where you could check it for recalls on nitsa.com. We're doing all the nerd research today, Dane.
I like it.
This is what we got to do here. But let me show you the NHTSA website. Because you might as well always check for recalls because they're usually fixed for free at the dealership. So you might be missing out on some free stuff by not checking. So do your nerd research and get some free stuff.
Yeah.
So this one, I put the VIN number in, as you can see right here. And there's a no unrepaired recalls. So that is very nice. Now, Dane, it wouldn't be nerd research unless we have somebody to go look at this vehicle for you. Now, look, if I wanted to buy this car, I don't feel like driving all the way or flying all the way to Denver, Colorado, which is where this is. So I would use the power of the internet and go on Wikipedia and find a mobile mechanic in Denver. Look at this. Let's see. Let's click on the first guy. Dean, look at this. We have to do this because people will sell you anything. This guy is saying 10 years of real world experience. I answer the phone. No waiting, no runaround. Straight talk. I tell you what's wrong over the phone. Save money. Fair prices, honest work. Same day service. I don't waste time. Whether it's no start brakes, alternator, or general diagnostics, I'll take care of it fast. I'll treat your car like it's my own. That's what I'm talking about. If you want it done right the first time, I'm your best choice. So, like I said, I don't know this guy. I'm not promoting him, but I could tell you this is an impressive mobile mechanic ad. Look at all this stuff he does. On-site auto repair, mobile car repair, emergency car won't start help. Same day auto repair, mobile diagnostics, transmission, brake. Guys do everything.
Looks like he does it all. That's good. Yeah. I mean, check us out on his Instagram, talk to other people that have used this guy, and see what they say about his service. But yeah, if you're going to buy a car out of state, even if you're buying a car in your own neighborhood, get a guy like this to help you out.
Yeah, look at this. ASE certified, Dane. I like that.
Perfect.
I'm also ASE certified. I want to know which ones he has.
I used to be.
I got 4 out of 8 right now. I'm trying to get them all back.
Good. I let mine expire back in 2011.
I know. I let mine expire too. I had to research. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, if you don't live in this area and you just want to get this vehicle, have somebody check it out before you buy it. That is just the only way to go. Now, used cars, I mean, he might find 1 or 2 things wrong with it. You could use those things that they find to lower your offer a little bit to the dealership. They're like, look, my mechanic, he said that you need an outer tie rod and several brake lights. I mean, that's no big deal. You can fix those. But you're like, look, I'll buy the car, but I think you need to lower this price about $500, $400. They'll be like, oh, forget it. They'll probably sell it to you because number one, they know You've had somebody check it out. So you're not going to be coming back complaining that things have broken. Because if you tried to do that, the first thing they would say is, hey, you had your guy look at it, and then they're covered from being sued or whatever. So this gives them some stability as well. So that is going to be worth them lowering the offer. Dane, did you want to say something?
That's really about it, man. I'm a big believer in people like that offer these kind of services, and they're there to help you. They're not there to take money from you and steal from you. These guys are trying to actually help. So use them. It is a safety net for you.
To me, I look at it like if you're going into court, this is your lawyer.
Exactly.
You could go in there and represent yourself, but you don't know the law. You don't know all the terms. The judge knows the law. The prosecutor knows the law. The police that arrested you know the law, but you don't know it that much. You need somebody that's in that field.
You don't even know how to swim, and you're in a pool of sharks, man.
Oh, yeah. That's a perfect analogy, Dane. I love that.
Yeah. You might think you watched a video on how to swim and you think you're going to swim with the sharks on their first go. Ain't happening. You're going to get eaten alive.
Exactly.
Get somebody that's an expert, just like you said, the lawyer, man. Get somebody that knows their stuff.
Exactly. All right. Well, that's what we got for you guys today. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I'll be happy to help you. And once I cut the video up and put this used car shopping on here, I'll put the links to NHTSA on there so you can do the recall check yourself and just get on Craigslist, find yourself a mobile mechanic, and go ahead and get your lawyer. Go in there with your lawyer. You will be much happier. Dane, do you have any final words?
No, that's you nailed it, buddy.
That's it. That's how we got to do it. That's what we got for you today. Thank you for tuning in, and have a good one.
See you guys next time.